Okay, guys, our next topic, we're talking about Boosie, the rapper Boosie. Just recently, Boosie um, denounced his gay daughter publicly, saying that he didn't want her to bring her girlfriends or girlfriend over to his house because that could contaminate the other siblings. And it's a weird situation to have to kind of talk about because it's 2024 and we're still having this conversation about contamination of others. Like his kids don't have their own thoughts, and it's crazy how this man is so homophobic and so transphobic and just xenophobic, just all of that, and not understanding that he's African American. And when you're African American or a person of color, you have this privilege of understanding the fight. You have this privilege of understanding that you are the other most times. You're the minority. So you tend to have a sense of empathy, sympathy for others. And in this case, he does not. Why? This is his daughter, Robbie. His daughter, his flesh and blood. Why? What's his deal? What is he trying to prove?
Um, I don't know if he's trying to prove anything. I mean, first of all, I would like, you know, you got to give it up to his daughter because she's a fabulous artist herself. And it's super difficult to come out of the closet and be yourself and be honest. And you always want to have your parents to be a loving support for your situation and not be understanding. And both of them, her father and her, are in the spotlight. And I honestly thought it was extremely disrespectful for him to say that on a radio show about his daughter.
Right.
Like, that is the most unfatherly thing you can do to somebody, is just like put her on blast. And not only that, but then claim that she's a contamination to other kids in the
Yes.
family. And then also then tie in that, oh, I'm saying this because we come from Southern Baptist roots. Well, I don't really think that's what the Bible's teaching you there, is to shun your own daughter and
Right.
set her aside and say that she's a contamination. Like, we want to love each other and find love in that situation. And I think it was also brave for her to go on the internet and just like pour her heart out over the situation. I feel so bad for her.
Mhm.
And I'm hoping that she's getting support, and I hope that he comes around and understands. But to me, doing that to your daughter on a radio station is just, I don't even know. That's not forgivable.
So you think it's child abuse?
Is it child abuse? I mean, well, she's a grown adult, but it's not child abuse, but it's just they're both adults. But also, I think that that conversation should have never been aired. Honestly, like, you know what I mean. Like, if your dad has to go on a radio station,
Mhm.
and and also, like, I don't know, like, people even asking that question to him about your daughter being gay, like, well, it's an irrelevant situation. Like, that's
Right.
something that's between their family. So I think people, radio hosts and stuff, bringing the situation up just makes it worse, and it puts him on the spot. But I think as a father, you should always protect your family. You should always
Yeah.
have,
But
no matter what you really think, you always want people to love your family and support your family and stuff like
but
that.
that sounds good. That sounds wonderful. Protect your family, love your family. It sounds good on paper. But this man has been doing this for so long. And when I say doing this, being this, homophobe, and this person who is 100% owning of, anybody other than who he think he is. Um, he has songs like Nasty Nasty. He has songs like Beat It Up, Face Down. These are all songs that this man has. If you're going to read those lyrics,
Nasty, nasty.
the lyrics are so vile. I can't even. Remember, he has kids. He has all these kids. So the lyrics are so viral. I don't even want to repeat them. But at one point, years ago, Boosie ended up having his nephew and his son get oral sex from a stripper. From a stripper. This is what this man is pushing. It's
Well,
pushing. But yet his daughter can't even come home to converse with the other siblings. Make it make sense.
well, I honestly think that, like, if you're a straight person who's
Mhm.
offended by gay sex, I just don't have gay sex. Like, it's such a simple solution. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like, but like,
But also, with that being said, I think if people are gay, they're gay. There's nothing a person can do, his daughter can do to, like you said, contaminate the other ones from being gay. And think about, what does that mean, being gay? What I mean, meaning, what is that? What is he trying to keep his family from? Is he trying to keep them from being shunned from society? He's trying to keep them from, not being in love and having a healthy, loving relationship with the same gender. Like what's his like? What is he really trying to say?
Maybe he's actually gone through some kind of trauma or something when he was younger that he hasn't like resolved, and his thoughts about like homosexuality, not understanding it, being probably not educated on it and stuff,
Yeah,
has like stemmed to this outburst of just I don't know. It's he's just saying stupid things. He's not really like taking the time and actually thinking about it because he's probably not educated on the situation. That's why the first excuse he always uses, like, well, we come from Baptist. Well, that doesn't mean that you have to like shut your daughter and not and like talk about it on the radio. You could
right.
call her and you know what I mean, have a conversation with your family. I just think to as a grown adult, you just got to do your own thing. You,
Yeah,
you, you
because
you
he's
don't
he's
try
gonna
to
be.
force something on you. If your family says like we're not comfortable with it, you know what? They'll come around. If they don't, they don't. But that's just the way life goes.
But he's gonna
you're
have
an
to.
adult now.
He's gonna have to deal with this. Like, meaning, like,
It's
there
not going
was
to help
going
his
to.
brand at all. I mean, like he's not going to get any more. That's always going to come back to bite him.
Yes,
So
stuff like
his
this.
fame
But
just ended with him saying that live on the radio. He will always, if he gets any bigger, canceled.
yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
wants to hear that shit.
he will
We're in,
always have that soundbite. But I think anyone who is kind of, disparaging another, whether it's for their sexuality, their race, their creed, whatever, their religion, what's going to happen is, um, they're going to be forced to live next to that person. They're going to, or it's going to come into their family. Someone's going to come to their family who may be gay or who may be of a particular religion, like Muslim or whatever, and you're going to have to deal with it. The reason why his daughter is the way she is, whether he knows it or not, is because he has some internal demons. I'm not saying he's gay or anything, but he has internal demons that he has to deal with. That's how the universe, your higher self, connects with you to say, hey, this is something you are to deal with. This is something you want to deal with. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, you like that. So that's why. That is why I'm telling you. That is 100% why he's going to have to deal with it. It's
I,
not
will-
going to go away. She's not going to go away. Get
I
over
mean,
it.
I
She's not going
personally
away.
agree that anybody who has an insecurity about gay sex most likely has some secrets to tell. I mean, why would that make you? If you're comfortable in your own sexuality, why would what somebody else does in their house bother you so much?
I mean, so
Unless
much where
unless there's something
it
else
hurts
going
you.
on, you got a little secret in that box. But I just
But let me say this,
it's
Robert.
embarrassing for black families to be like this, honestly, because black families need to get more educated on that the fact that their kids can be gay. We need to drop this shit. Like this is what's going on in
Let
Southern
it go.
Baptist black
Mhm.
families everywhere. They just want to actually act like it's not happening, and it is happening. Educate yourself on it.
Yeah.
Kids and black kids can be gay. It freaking happens.
and,
Stop.
and, it has happened for centuries. It has happened for decades
Yeah.
before. It's just that people didn't talk about it, and now people are talking about it, and most people are dying. And it's just like, I wish I would have said something. I wish I would have had the conversation, but they did not have the conversation, unfortunately, and they end up dying, and that's just the end of it. It was just what it was. But now our Gen Zers, even our millennials are, has taken, heed to this conversation and been able to spearhead and kind of champion behind, individuality, understanding LGBTQ, just being able to be a little more empathetic, empathetic to others that are different than you. I think that's really what it's about. His daughter's different than him, and he's not empathetic about it. He's more so critical, and there's long-term effects that is going to, um, show their heads soon within that family, and he think it's going to go away. It's not going to go away. You got to deal.
Mhm.
It's hitting you because you got to deal with it. Period.
Yeah, and I'm sure when he says things like that, he thinks there's an audience out there who like is going to be agreeing with him. But
Yeah,
that's not. We're
and there's
past
some,
that. We're past that now. This is
but
not.
some people do agree with him. That's why he says it.
Yeah, but those people are not
Not what?
relevant. So like,
Yeah, I mean, I say they're dying off. That's what it is, Robin. A lot of those people who have those those really old ass beliefs about these stuff, even the racists, they're dying off, and the new breed, the new energy, the new blood are revitalizing the conversation now. They're moving the conversation, progressing the conversation, which is I think which what we're trying to do. But anyway, I hope he gets his
Yeah,
life.
I mean, we gotta. It's the war on pronouns, not gays anymore. Come on, guys.
More on pronouns. Let it go. I'm not even the pronouns a whole nother situation. Whole nother situation.
The
But
war on pronouns.
hopefully hopefully his daughter, makes peace. Continue to make peace, I should say, because I think she has, and just continue to do her thing and just stand
She's a
upright.
fabulous artist. If anything, this is going to help her career, anyways. She's a
Yes.
pretty honest person. I like her. She can rap her ass off. So
Yeah.
it's good
I agree.
publicity for her. I mean, she's gonna have to she's coming out to the world, and people know who she is, and people love that. She's
Yeah.
relatable now.
There you go.
So hopefully, she turns this negative into a positive, which she will. And the father will probably like disappear off to the sunset.
Exactly.
Cancelled.
Deuces.
Yeah, you could take your nasty somewhere else.